Nope, don't need these anymore. But a valuable part of what I learned with this little nightmare of an accident was these things are diabolical and probably stop most people from getting back to their normal routine. So we're going to do a brief little mini episode here on how to use these things to your advantage. You know, it's the classic thing, you know, make friends with your enemy, you know, keep your friends close, your enemies closer. The Godfather. Is there a better movie? All right, so one of the first things you learn when you get these things is that everything, absolutely everything, is an effort. The whole damn thing's an effort. For me, I had to keep this leg straight, right? And then I had to immediately figure out how to leverage. So step number one is you have to think out everything first. Instead of just sitting your ass in a chair and whining and moaning and looking for more Vicodin, you want to dump all that crap and learn how to use these things. Step number one, leveraging. Learn how to leverage with these, all right? One of the first things I did was start figuring out angles, right? So if I wanted to get out of a chair, I'd put my momentum forward, I'd root these things, and then I'd use my upper body strength to pull myself up. Now, in the beginning, I'm in really good shape. That was even tough for me because you're not used to moving mechanically like this, right? Sitting down, same thing. You got to get into position, right? Make sure the chair's still there. That's an important one. And then support yourself with your good leg, right? And then use these to support yourself on the way down. Just like that, all right? Now, if you've got some other issues, perhaps you're not real physically fit, you can still maintain this kind of simplistic trajectory of how to utilize these things. Use them to your advantage. Let's say that you're not a very strong person, so you get to the end of your chair, all right, and you get these really close, you take a breath, and when you exhale, you pull yourself up and you push yourself up with your good leg. I know this might seem simple, but you know, one of the things I was talking to Dr. Pat about, my surgeon, was, you know, a real bald spot or bare spot in rehab is really someone taking time to teach you how to use these things so that you get off them quicker, right? You know, you want to get to a point. I got to a point where, man, I was like, you know, I could go on one of them. I needed that. Pull that over there. You know, phone's ringing like that. But the basics of sitting and standing, you do it more than you can even think. You know, we just don't think about these things. So, you know, the rule number one is to predetermine what you're looking to do. And we're predetermining to stand up or sit down. So if we determine that we need to sit our ass down, we get ourselves in position, right? We're leveraged, we feel good, we support on the good leg, then you get a grip here, and you let yourself down, right? Okay. The other thing is where you place these bad boys. Because in the beginning, mine were falling all over the place. Like crap! You know, they'd fall over there. So that's where you learn to use the other one. And you just pull that bad boy back in there. It's real simple. Funny, but I'm telling you, when you're sitting all alone, you got to go grab that fucker on your own. It sucks. Okay, so walking would be the next thing. And walking, boom, see how nice I did that? Walking is really simple. We don't need to have this big extrapolated information on walking. It's real simple. Bad leg, set up, good leg. Okay? For me, I couldn't bend this or put weight on it. So what I had to do was keep it elevated, right? We got this?
Yep.
Okay. Keep it elevated and set. So I have my weight here and here, that's off, and then I just move. Then set, whether it's backwards or forwards. Set, move. Now when you move, you actually have to press your body up. Up like that. Up like that. Okay? This is practice. This takes practice. It takes patience. And if it takes 3 months to heal your leg, you got plenty of both. The other thing to make sure that going slow will avoid this. Uh-oh. All right. So now you got to do this, right? You got to figure out a way to get down there and pick up your cane or your crutch or whatever you've dropped. So you have to really always plant yourself, right? Boom. Get one of them, right? Now you got one, so now you can support yourself. And then you get the other. Now that looks pretty easy, but I got good at it because I had to. You got plenty of time to work with these things, and they are a workout. Most importantly, it's just the basics should be taught when somebody gets a pair of these. Sitting down, standing up, and walking. If you get those three, I believe patients and people who have real bad injuries heal quicker because you're moving quicker. You're moving more regularly. Nothing stops the progress of healing faster than being inanimate. You know, not moving, not walking, not expending any energy. If you're just sitting there going, you know, poor me, it magnifies the problem. It just becomes worse. So the goal of the video is simply this: ABC basics. That's what we want to teach and preach to people who just get an injury.